Welcome to the warm-up presented by Ford. Sam Mitchell, 3D here with you this evening. I'm Chris Miles. In a few minutes, we'll welcome in the Hornets' breakout player in this early part of the season, Devontae Graham, the NBA's leader in assist and the leader in score, both in action tonight. LeBron James averaging over 11 assists tonight. His Lakers take on the Sacramento Kings. Anthony Davis listed as probable to play after missing Wednesday's game against the Warriors. James Harden is leading in scoring 38 a night, Sam. You were impressed with that. Houston Rockets have wins in each of their last 5 games. They'll host the Pacers at 8 Eastern. Well, Carmelo Anthony back in the league after sitting out a full year. The future Hall of Fame forward inked a non-guaranteed contract with the Portland Trail Blazers. Melo's scoring numbers, beyond respectable. They're impeccable. 24 points per game. He's 35 years young. The last time he played a game in the league was November 8th of 2018. Again, that's a full year off. 3D. Is that too much time for Melo away from an NBA court?
I'm going to say no, because Melo's been a gym rat his whole life. Now, it will take him a while. We get our sea legs back. Sam, you know this because you haven't played in the NBA in a while. But we know Melo's been playing basketball. He's been in the gym and keeping his craft tight. So I don't look for that transition to be as long as most people think, because we know Melo loves the game of basketball, Sam.
Well, I still think it's going to take him about 20, 25 games to get his legs, his timing, get back used to that feel, that bumping and grinding of NBA. Look, he can be in shape. He can be in good physical shape, but basketball shape is different. And to Chris, to your point, I played until I was 39, 40. Carmelo Anthony is 35 years old. So look at it this way if you're a team. You can look at it and say, okay, he's 35, but you can also look at it and say, he's had the last year off for his body to rest and heal. Now he can take care of himself. So Carmelo is going to have a fresh mind, a fresh body. Look at how Dwight Howard's playing. And I firmly believe if it wasn't for the success that Dwight Howard is having with the Lakers, the Portland Trail Blazers wouldn't have went back and revisited signing Carmelo Anthony, because everybody was afraid that aging superstar who don't want to come off the bench, is he going to be tough to coach? Well, you look at Dwight Howard and how he's fit in L.A. And so if you're Portland, you're sitting there saying, you know what? It's worth a chance on Carmelo Anthony, because we still haven't found that third scorer.
Well, Sam, when you say that, I think of a term that's been tossed around, basketball mortality. When you see the end of your career there for Carmelo, he's had to sit out a full year. It's not like he wasn't able to score last season for the Houston Rockets. He was still able to put the ball in the hole. Do you think it's a mentality thing with him, in that with the Blazers, losers of 6 of their last 7 games, on the road the next 6 games, they're in desperate need of help? It seems like a good fit.
Have you seen what the Blazers' standings are right now early in the season?
Yeah.
It's early, but this is the question. Damian Lillard had 60 the other night and they lost. Now think about that. You got a guy, you got probably the two, when you look at guys 6'3" and under, probably the best scoring backcourt in the history of basketball for guys of their size. And what has it gotten them? Until they find that third guy that can put the ball in the basket and take some of that pressure. Have you seen how hard it takes for Damian Lillard and CJ to get a shot? All the running and moving. So again, I understand. And so for a team that needs scoring, every now and then it would not be a bad thing to throw Melo the ball and let him catch and hold D for a second to get his shot, because those guys need a rest.
Look, Chris, they've tried. Obviously, Zach Collins went down with the injury. They tried Hazonia at the 4. They tried Anthony Tolliver at the 4. So they've tried some pieces. It doesn't work. They need someone to come in, when in doubt. When CJ, like the other night, CJ had a decent game. It was one of the few bad games Dame had. He was 2 of 12. They couldn't find anyone else to get them a bucket. We know Carmelo can get a bucket or get double teamed. And that's one thing, as a coach, can you find someone to get us an easy shot, because he demands 2 guys every night? Carmelo, I think, can still demand 2 people.
And I don't want to hear about defense. Look.
Yeah, forget about it.
And I'm not going to throw anybody else under the bus, because I don't believe I don't have to throw anybody under the bus to prove a point. Yeah, Melo at 35, he's never been a great defender, but guess what? He knows how to play good team defense. He knows how to rebound. He knows how to play. And to your point, what was Paul George's biggest mistakes last night when he came back? He had 33 points. Did you see the end of the game, all the defensive mistakes? It comes from not playing and not practicing.
Well, I mean, you mentioned the defense, but for the Blazers, they've been in a drought offensively essentially all season. 28th in the league in 2-pointers made. I mean, that's about as bottom of the barrel as you can get, 3D.
Yes, because you're two guys who massage the ball the most, like to shoot more threes. Now, CJ will get into the mid-range more than Dame, but to Sam's point, Dame was in a great groove the other night having 60 points, and you come down the stretch, they start double-teaming him, and they're swinging. And like you said, I don't want to throw Kent Bazemore on the bus, but Kent Bazemore has made some shots, but down the stretch, he couldn't make shots. And then you look down at the young fella, Anthony Simons, he's starting to play better, but that's still not a guy that can go get your bucket.
Guys who can make a shot, but it's a difference between me breaking my guy down, throwing it to a guy to take a wide open shot, rather than throwing it to a guy and he breaking a guy down and getting to the free throw line and getting a bucket. And that's what Camelo Anthony do. He can break a guy down and get to the free throw line, or break a guy down and beat him and make the pass.
We're still waiting to hear word of when Carmelo will make his debut, but I believe it'll be here on NBA TV. There's 2 opportunities. Check out that first one.
Yeah.
On Monday, Melo gets to face his former team, the Houston Rockets. That's at 8 o'clock. I think that's must-see TV.
Yes,
and
it
then
is.
on Tuesday, second night of a back-to-back, they face the New Orleans Pelicans. Again, your coverage starts at 7:30 with the Auto Trader pregame show. Okay, our poll question of the night, it's about Melo. Will Carmelo Anthony have a big impact on the Trailblazers? Make sure you get on Twitter and get on Facebook. You go and vote. We'll have the results at the end of the show. Blake Griffin has played exactly 1 game so far this season. Detroit Pistons 4-8 on the year. They can use him back in the lineup. He's there tonight. That game tips off at 7. You're watching the warm-up presented by Ford.